G'day guys, welcome back. Game number 3 about to go underway between IBM and Intel. IBM currently 2 games up, and we're about to have a game between our old friend, Rex Chapman, and someone that we don't believe we've casted yet before, Zepph. So let's talk about these guys. Let's bring up their pictures. I do love bringing up the pictures of the players here. Here we go. Rex Chapman and our old friend on the left here. I think he's our most casted player of all time. I think he is, well, from what Zepph tells me and from what we've read before about Intel, Rex Chapman is the best player for Intel.
Yes, I did have a bit of a flick through the player profiles, and when they ask who's the best player on the team and why, people seem to be pointing the finger at Rex Chapman as the guy for,
the man.
for their team.
And I want to be the guy. That's right. And we got our old buddy Zepph on the right here, who's not really an old buddy, but we'd like to be new friends with Zepph, as we are with Rex. Zepph is obviously another Zerg. He is a financial analyst at IBM, and he's been playing SC2 for quite a while, off and on, and seems to regard himself as the best player for IBM. So
yeah, maybe we have a really good match coming up here.
Maybe, baby. He seems to think that he's the reason that IBM are going to win AHGL Season 3 as well. Do like this guy's attitude. He has a very healthy win-loss record as well. So
actually, they both have quite a similar win-loss record. So they've both done really well so far with 5 wins, 2 losses, and 5 wins, 3 losses, respectively, for Zepph and Rex Chapman. So these guys definitely know what they're doing.
Closely matched indeed.
Yeah.
All right, let's start game number 3. I'm sick of talking about it, Zepph. Let's watch these nerds kill each other.
Let's do it.
All right. In the top right here, we've got our old buddy, our old pal, Rex Chapman. And in the top left, what do we got here?
His opponent is the Red Zerg, Zepph.
Oh, yes.
Very nice.
I already love Zepph. Good luck, babes. Good luck. Good luck. Have really good fun.
This should be pretty good. I mean, it's Whirlwind and it's ZVZ, and this is a notoriously tricky map in the early game for ZVZ. You don't always scout your opponent first, and it is quite a large map, so it can be tricky to find them. The other thing is that we have wide ramps, which makes defense very, very awkward.
Does indeed. Actually, the third a little bit interesting to try and hold.
That's for sure.
We've seen it a lot in GSL. I think it's been I guess, heralded as a Zerg favored map, but you know. Other than that, in the ZVZ, you really can't bring that up, I guess, as a as a point of reference, because every map's balanced when you're a mirrored race.
Definitely, but I mean, these positions in particular, I mean, they're horizontal spawns from each other. It can work quite well if one player wants to all in and is not scouted by their opponent, because the rush distance is significantly shorter than if it was a cross map. I guess.
I already like this guy. We'll be long friends, as long as we have more AHGL to cast. So guys, if you enjoyed the first 2 games, of course, do click that vote button for Maynarde and Zepph. We will love you forever. We do want to cast as much AHGL as possible. And look at this, we got a very fast hatchery here from Zepph. First differential in the builds here. So hatch first for Zepph. We're with Rex Chapman going for the more safer pull first into hatchery, expand.
Yeah. Real ballsy move here from Zepph, in fact, going for the hatch first. Not every Zerg is game enough to do that in case of a 10 pull or 14-14 or below that. Anything that spells early aggression is generally bad news bears if you're going hatch first and you don't have significant experience in holding that sort of stuff off with it. But yeah, he's manned up here. He's not afraid. He's going straight for that hatch first.
He's don't afraid of no other player, that's for damn sure. Yeah. He's got brass buns. So gas being taken now for Rex Chapman. He has had his tractor for a little while now, and will be able to get speed and possibly banelings as a result from that extractor there. And the expansion for Zepph are just about to pop here, and it's looking very, very standard play from both players. Other than that, this is a really, really, really old build. And actually, in ZVZ is probably the most untouched matchup, because we don't see Swarm Hosts. We generally don't see Vipers. It's mainly it's muta play, I guess, is the meta game right now for ZVZ, if we want to be honest about it. And really, that's kind of what it was in Wings of Liberty anyway. So, you know, it was, I guess, Roach Infester, which isn't as popular anymore since the Infester's been changed. I hesitate to say buffed or nerfed, because I don't believe it's been buffed or nerfed. It's just been changed. It's still an extremely strong unit.
It actually looks like Zai is going to be losing an Overlord in the natural
Yep,
here.
this will supply block him, in fact, so he
Yeah,
does
that's
have another one.
really annoying.
He does have another 2, in fact, queued up for that, and Baneling Nest going down for our friend Rex Chapman.
So he's playing nice and safe, and he will have the map control first with the speed coming down significantly earlier than Zai, who's gone gasless on a map like this.
My
This guy.
God. He really is a brave man, Zepph.
Yeah,
He is very, very sure of himself, I believe. And
very impressed.
Yep, to hold Speed, Ling, and Bane with just minerals, guys, it is largely unheard of.
It's pretty
You need
crazy.
a lot of spines. You need queens in the right spot, and you need to not lose any drones. It's a little bit difficult, to say the least.
Yeah, it's even more difficult when you have this wide ramp, although Zai knows what's up. He's getting those extra couple of queens. He's got a spine down, and he's starting to SimCity off with Evo Chambers a little bit. But Rex Chapman's already coming across the map with some Zerglings, and let's see how much he's actually going to commit to this, because he's droning slightly in the background, but he's also making a few more Lings.
Nice Ling getting into the main here, seeing there is no gas, but we have, because of the no gas, we have Zai with quite a few queens. Well, a few queens, in fact.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more than you're used to seeing. And Zai is so confident, making 12 drones.
Yeah, he's
Oh my.
real happy to drone here. And this is actually a great move, because with his Overlord positioning, although they're not as far out as he would probably like to have them, he's kind of seeing what's coming at him. He doesn't think that Rex Chapman is committing to any sort of aggression, and he's absolutely right. So he's going to get away with some heavy droning here, while Rex Chapman is only starting to kind of drone up his natural now.
He's going to have a pretty huge economy lead already at the 7-minute mark. Let's have a look. 35 drones to 33, so about the same in drone count, but the hatchery's been up for longer. And he's got more stuff.
Yeah,
So-
well, Rex Chapman also is about a round of drones behind, because it did take time to spend lava on all those Lings, which ended up doing nothing. He also spent a little bit on Banelings just in case, which is fair enough, but it looks like he's going for very, very fast meters.
Very fast meters indeed, on 2 base, in fact. That's crazy. So he's not going to have too many meters. He's not going to have a big meter count, but he's hoping to catch... Zai with his pants down, I guess, just to make sure he's unprepared. Zai does have 4 queens, though. That's already quite a lot of queens.
He sure does. Now, actually, it's a fair bit later in the game than I thought already, so Rex Chapman could actually have a nice meter lead here. It depends on how the gas goes, because Zai is on his now, but his lair is going to be quite a bit later. I guess it comes up to how much gas he's actually going to get banked in comparison to Rex Chapman by the time his own Spire pops, to see whether he can actually match Rex in terms of the meter count.
Great overseer here from Rex Chapman, and Zai dropping some spores preemptively, getting ready for an air attack. And this is really nice star sense here from Zai.
Yeah, both players actually really nice scouting and reactions. I mean, Zai's done a great job so far in this game, scouting by what he has and hasn't seen, just out on the map.
Yeah.
More so than anything else, whereas Rex is being quite good in just actually slipping into the base and saying, okay, you're going gasless. That's huge amounts of information there.
He's in fact still got a changeling sitting by the lair of Zai, right in enemy territory. And he does see a Hydralisk Den going down instead of a Roach Warren here, so really cool play here from Zai. Going to utilize that Hydra speed. I imagine he'll be getting that pretty shortly. And muters already on the map for Rex Chapman. And you're quite right, Zepph, he's going to have a lot more muters than I expected. He's got 3 already with 5 more on the way.
Ooh. Zai's breaking the game, though. Everyone goes muters, but he's going Hydras, and I'm really, really interested to see how this is actually going to work for him.
I really hope it does work, Zepph, because
Me
muter
too.
versus muter gets a little bit old, y'all. So we want to
No
see
one likes
some...
muter versus muter.
That's right. We want to see different decisions. We like to see different unit compositions in mirror matchups, absolutely. And in PvP and TVT, that definitely is happening. ZVZ suffering from having an incredibly good unit that's easy to make and easy to utilize, which is the Mutalisk.
Yeah.
And so with these Hydras, it's going to come down positioning. He already has Spore Crawlers and quite a few Queens, so he's pretty set against anti-air, which is largely what Zai...
Yeah.
Oh my god. Zai is moving across the map with slow Hydras and a ton of Queens.
This is actually so cool. It's so smart. Rex Chapman, though, did a really crucial move. He denied 1 creep tumor.
Oh, these Lings.
Oh, no. Oh, but he has transfuses. These Hydras should be absolutely fine. He continued to slow push across the map. He should have dropped some more creep tumors as he walked by, just to make sure he could get through a little bit quicker.
Yeah, didn't drop those last couple creep tumors there.
He didn't go for Hydra Speed first either. He went for the range, which is fair enough because you do want to be able to reach those meters.
Yep.
But yeah, this is giving Rex Chapman a ton of time to respond to this. And look at this, Maynarde is making a bunch of Banelings in his natural.
He is, and Banelings is exactly what he needs against this. The Queens can soak up a ton of Baneling hits, but the Hydras cannot. And I was going to say he needs the Hydra speed so that he can retreat, but with these Queens, he can't retreat anyway because he's going to lose the Queens. So Hydra range is definitely the upgrade to go for here. And he has met a giant Spinecrawler wall and a ton of Bane. So this is going to be a little bit tough for Zyda to pull off here, I think.
Yeah, well, at the very least, he can use those Queens to help soak a lot of the damage. Can he do it? Here come the Banelings.
Oh my!
Do everything.
There's a nice... Actually, he's splitting the Hydras pretty well here. Oh my god.
I've never seen someone split slow Hydras before, but that was actually pretty damn good. But it looks like there's just a little bit too much.
Yeah, too much on the ground, and I can't believe we just saw split slow Hydras, guys. This is a thing. This actually happened. I've also never seen a Hydra melee attack. I just saw it like rip. There's a biting arrow, biting that Ling.
He's still going though. Slow Ling and slow Hydra push. This is very interesting.
I really think he should pull back now, though. Hydras are very expensive. You can't just keep losing them. I mean, this defense of Rex Chapman is really quite perfect against what he's up against. Or getting some Overlords here. Very annoying to have to deal with that. And spotting this third as well. So now Rex Chapman's starting to put the shoe on the other foot economy-wise. He's destroyed a lot of expensive units, and he has his third up before Zai. So Rex Chapman now with the reins.
Yeah, true. Although I think they traded fairly good blows in that last exchange because some mutas did go down as well as Hydras, and there had to be a ton of gas invested into all the Banelings. There's like 15 Banelings morphed by Rex Chapman there, so he's not as ahead as he might have been in a different situation. But that third is definitely going to play a key role. You're absolutely right.
We've got a 95 to 89 food differential here, so quite close, as Zepph mentioned. And it looks like Zai has set his target. Here on these crosshairs are on the third of Rex Chapman here, looking like he doesn't need the Banes, but using them on the Queen anyway.
Bit of a misclick there, but he's looking to deny those Lings from swinging in from behind. Can he do it? Can he make it work?
There's some speed-enhanced Banes here. Very nice Baneling trade there for Rex Chapman, and he should be able to clean up these Hydras.
Yep, gets a lot of Hydras for his efforts. Does lose the third, but he at the same time did manage to deny the third of Zai with a single Ling, taking out the drone. And it looks like finally he's going to be able to move back out on the map and try and bring some hurt over to Zai's base.
Yep, going on the counter-offensive here, taking a lot of Lings here to look for a hatchery to deny once again, because as Zepph mentioned, it's already happened one time. And Zai just doesn't have any plans for a third at this stage, by the looks of things. I mean, he wants to move out and he wants to get one, obviously, but what can he do at this point? The mutas are making it very hard for him to get map control back.
Yeah,
I really think he should be getting Hydra speed now. This is, Oh, it looks like he has he got Hydra speed? No, he's researching it right now.
It. Yeah. And Link speed and Bane speed too, so he's starting to roll out some upgrades that he feels he needs to be able to secure his third base, which is fair enough, just taking it easy.
It's going to be very tough to hold this third against the mutas.
I like that he's making some extra Queens again also, because he's going to be able to get that creep spread back out on the map, which is really important if he's going to go for this composition. I
actually really love the idea behind that attack. I've seen a few players try and go for a fast Hydra, slow Hydra with Queen push in Wings of Liberty. So, just trying to change things up for ZVZ. And I've seen it work.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's all execution. I guess if he hadn't have had his creep denied and perhaps gone for Hydra speed first, although the range is nice against the spine crawlers, I guess. I don't know, it could have worked a little bit better, but at the same time, Rex did a really good job of seeing what was going on. And let's see if he can deny this third base.
A lot of mutas here. The Hydras don't have speed just yet, but there should be enough to pull these mutas away before they snipe the third. No, does save it. Does save it.
Oh, one muta gets caught, but he's going to sweep straight on into the main, pick off an Overlord for his troubles, and the spores don't actually cover everything in his base. I think he could deny the gas. Yeah, he
could definitely get an extractor here, and possibly a queen as well, and a few drones, and that's always handy. The units of Zai out of position. In fact, looks like the units of Zai are just going to go for an attack here.
Yeah, very nice. And there's only Lings and a few Banes at home.
Couple Banes is all he needs if he gets a good hit on those Lings, but Banes of Zai's own joining the force here. Oh my god, this is actually a lot of units.
Yeah, that was actually really nice by Zepph, who's going to try and take his third again behind this, but he transfused the extractor to delay. Oh my gosh, Maynarde's everywhere.
The third of Zepph has been denied.
Indeed,
But so is Chapman's.
Yeah, that's going to go down.
Gonna lose a lot of drones too. Holy humanity.
Yeah, that worked out really strangely. I mean, Zepph,
Yeah,
he
strangely
delayed
is
the
the...
meters from coming back with the transfuse on the extractor that he was hitting, but now they've both traded thirds again.
And now Hydras have speed, so they're kicking in the NOS and chasing down Mutas now.
Yeah, for sure. He's actually done a pretty good job, considering that Mutas are the mobile ones, at keeping Rex Chapman contained at times.
Indeed. And Zepph just positioning his army, being a threat constantly at the top here. Oh, a bit of a misclick there on the rocks, but no big drama. There was only a couple Banes. Rex Chapman's defense is still quite strong here. He's got a lot of spines, whereas Zepph doesn't have any... Well, he's got the one spine here and kind of like an anti-Ling defense, but not really an anti-Muta defense here, especially for that third.
Yeah, sure. Both players right now pumping out a ton of Lings. Rex is really going to want to try and go for that third base of Zepph once again. Cannot let that get up before his own, because that'll spell disaster for him.
No.
And with this many Lings and a ton of gas bank, 2.7k gas in the bank, he can make so many Banelings.
In fact, he's got an Infestation Pit. I wonder how he'd go with Infestors. Infestors was a good response against a heavy Hydra composition here, so that might be a good decision here from Rex Chapman, especially with that gas bank. Oh, getting some free probes here. Really, these Mutas are being such a pain for Zepph.
Really nice. Retreats to the safety of a rooting spore, and there we go. And he'll finally be able to save that. And yeah, I didn't actually notice the infestation pit. It's nice for you to point that out, but...
Doesn't look like he wants to use it.
Yeah,
Not
he
getting
doesn't wanna
pathogen
use it just
glands.
yet.
Yep.
It would have been a sick move.
Might be getting it for Hive.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, generally don't see the Infestor in ZVZ anymore, I guess, which is a bit of a shame. Still, I think it's a very powerful unit. And I like seeing Fungals in Heart of the Swarm a lot more in Wings of Liberty, because you can see the projectile, you can you have the chance to dodge them, whereas in Wings of Liberty you kind of couldn't. I mean, you could have split-second reactions if your ping was amazing and split things to try and minimize the fungal damage. But
I think Fungals actually do come out a little bit, but more in the late game, definitely not on the scale that they used to.
Yeah.
So that may be one reason that Rex hasn't actually decided to decisively go for that. The other thing is he's still stuck on 2 base. You can't really go for Hive off that, especially when your main's almost mined out. And his minerals are precious. He needs to secure a 3rd base before he goes to making Infestors.
Both players having a little bit of a trouble maintaining a mineral bank, that's for damn sure. The third of Zepph has been denied umpteen billion times. And Chapman's has gone up, fully saturated, and died many times. So he's actually lost a lot of drones. In fact, I'm going to have a look at the workers killed. Quite similar, 14 to 11, with Rex Chapman with a few more workers killed. So that's actually reasonably surprising.
Yeah, but at the same time, as it stands, there's 32 to 48 drones in Zeph's favor. So that's a huge lead, especially since he has that 3rd base up. And he scouts the 3rd of Rex Chapman going up too, but I love this position for Rex Chapman, just threatening.
Yeah, lots of Banes and Speedlings as well as the Mutas. And some Lings trying to get in to see what they can get done, but Zepph slaps that straight in the face. Makes him use as a Baneling though. Oh, pulling him out of position for a big attack on the natural.
Oh, this is so nice. Can he get a nice hit on the Hydras? That's a big question here while he tries to run into the main.
Yeah, looks like he wants to try a flank here. Oh my god, the Banelings of Zepph just did an incredible exchange for Zepph there. Rex Chapman's Banelings are so hurt here, and in fact they're not going to be able to kill much at all.
No, but at the same time he's running in with more Lings into the 3rd base. The Mutas are still out wreaking havoc. What can he get done? More and more Lings streaming through. The Hydras are actually chewing up the ones that go towards the main, but there's still a few Lings left alive in there too.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Utilizing Burrow to save as many drones as possible, but Zepph is under a lot of pressure here.
Oh, can
Rex
he get
Chapman.
the 3rd base?
Oh,
so God.
No, doesn't get it. The hatchery lives with 95 hit points, but he still has some cleaning up to do. There's Lings in the main that have decimated everything, and they're trying to get the spawning pool as well, which is actually would be a great snipe. And
sick news from Rex Chapman. That's exactly what he needed. He killed 29 workers now, and he's now evened up the drone count a lot. He has his 3rd base up now, and he really, really needs to save that. If he can keep that up, he'll be in a great position.
He can't lose the 3rd again. He is even with, I mean, he does have still a worker, not as many workers. I guess it's about the same, which means that, in fact, Zai has an army advantage here, and he wants to try and utilize that by being aggressive, morphing some Banes out the front of that third, and the Hydras definitely has his crosshairs on the third one more time, Zepph.
Yeah, for sure.
More defenses this time, though. Chapman looks ready for it.
He has. He's moved his spines into a great position for that third. He knows that this is where Zai wants to hit.
Really nice position here for Rex Chapman, getting some Banelings already. The Muta's becoming pretty much useless against this ball of Hydras, but the Banelings, he really wants to connect with these Banelings. Can he do it? The Zergling's becoming a little bit of a wall. The one Hydra going down there, flopping all around the place. Oh, some great hits there for Zai.
That was actually really good for Zai. That allows him to move in here now. The Muta's taking a few hits. They don't want to. Still a few Banes left for Rex.
Ooh, needs to stutter step a little bit. Oh my god! The Hydras connect with a huge cluster of Banelings, and down they go. Justlings left for Zai. It's getting more and more unlikely that he's going to get this hatchery, and Rex Chapman cleans it up.
Wow, that was sick. That was another game-changing Bane hit in this game once again. Oh my goodness.
There's been about 40 game-changing Bane hits in this game.
Yeah, we've had so many.
I really don't want it to end.
Forth.
I don't know who's going to win this, Zepph. It's still so close, and I can't believe at the 27-minute mark it's this close still. Muta's coming up here. Only a couple Hydras here, so he can definitely kill them and go to town on these Banelings, but I don't think he'll be able to stop them all.
Oh, the Banelings cleaning up. Lings and Banes, in fact, cleaning up the Lings that tried to run into the third of Rex Chapman, but the Muta's now going to take some hits from the Hydras. They're very softened up. Only 5 of them left. And there's a lot of Banes on the ground still for Zai.
This gas bank. Oh my god, 5k for Rex Chapman. That's amazing. Yeah, that gas bank.
Yeah, I think Rex actually needs to move some of his drones from his natural, which is way oversaturated, into his third base, because at least the oversaturation there will do a little bit better than on one mineral patch in the natural. But he's got so much else to concentrate on right now. I don't blame him at all for not fixing that up. So here we go, another push from Zai coming into the third.
Oh, nice Bane hit on the cluster of Lings there, but there might be too much again from Rex Chapman. Oh, these Hydras!
Wow.
They burrowed just in time.
Second too late though. Only 4 of those survive, and if he keeps taking out these Hydras, that's actually the main beef of Zai's army. Yeah,
that's his main beef and main DPS source as well. 28 more Lings on the way for Rex Chapman, 10 more Hydras for Zai, which have definitely been the MVU, or the most valuable unit of the game for Zai here. And I like this little Ling here in the bottom right from Zai, being very disciplined, I guess, looking for those extra bases. And Rex Chapman also looking for extra bases as well. He's like, where is Zai getting the money for all these damned Hydras?
Both players being so thorough. The mine out happens in Zai's natural and Rex Chapman's pretty much at the same time. They both have a lot of idle drones they can move over to the third bases now. And I guess we're at the stage where it's like, who is going to be able to take off fourth base? It took them this long to get third bases.
And what's really odd, Zepph, for a 30-minute ZVZ is that we're not seeing free units versus free units. This is not Infested Terran and Broodling or Locust versus Locust versus each other. This is actually units that cost money. Killing each other.
Lingbane Muta versus Lingbane Hydra. Who'd have thought it? And Zai's done a great job of making this work. Once again, I mean, I was going to say, every matchup is Muta versus Muta when it comes to ZVZ.
And Zai's definitely not out of it yet. This is actually still extremely close, so he could definitely make this work. Not mining any gas in the natural here, I feel like he really needs to. It's a little bit low on the gas, still needs that for the Hydras.
Yeah, he used up all of his. Perhaps he could kindly ask Rex for a donation.
Yeah.
He's got 5.4k in the bank.
That's right. Rex has some to spare. I'm not sure Zai would be the person he gives it to, though.
Yeah.
Might save it for one of his Intel homeboys. I like this burrowed Bane here. I like that.
It's really cute.
Banelings are cute in general. They're roly-poly.
Yes.
They're the most adorable Zerg unit.
Both players right now are just trying to mass up a bit of an army. Zai with a supply lead, but not by much. We've seen how much Bane hits have impacted this game so far. And I think Rex Chapman with a better position right now, always out on the map, always knows what's going on, always threatening. He could actually try and take a fourth base. But as I say that, Zai...
He has that patrolling Ling that I mentioned, which is going to make things a little bit rough for Rex Chapman, especially if he doesn't make a hatchery. The drone's going to get picked off. So this patrolling Ling here, oh my god, it's out of range. And he's probably not looking at it either because there's an attack on the third. The hatchery's getting really, really low.
Oh, the trophy is so
Oh! Oh my god, the hatchery lives one more time.
But the fourth gets killed at the same
right,
time.
and that's huge.
Just good.
That's pretty much one mining base for both players right now. The third for Rex Chapman and the third for Zai.
Indeed, and the drone for Rex Chapman gets taken out by that one Ling from Zai as well.
Finally.
More Ling attacks into the third again for Zai. Can't get it this
time. This time. He doesn't have any more transfuses, and the third finally goes down. Rex Chapman got that hatchery. And now, no mining bases for Zai. Looks like he's going to go all in here, Zepph. Will this be the killing blow, or will Rex Chapman hold?
This is going to be what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen. That is a huge force. Drones and everything coming down. The Queen's bringing up the rear, but a run-by of Lings goes into the main of Zai.
That does. Looks like we might have a base trade. Although a Ling reinforcement here from Zai means he might be able to clean this up.
He may just get into it. Some nice Bane hits. Oh!
Destroying a lot of Lings there, and the Lings and Banes are really what Zai wants to kill. I don't know if he should be splitting his units, but he's going for that third, and also pulling some drones to this natural as well. Can't be taking too many Spine Crawler hits for free. The third hatchery will go down, and that was the last bit of income for Rex Chapman. Both players not mining anymore.
Tons of drones going down. Engage!
The Banelings destroyed a lot of drones, and I wish that mattered more than it did. But he really wants to hit the Hydras.
Can he make the connection that he needs?
Oh, the split from the Hydras might be too good, Zepph!
Maybe just too good. The Queen still has
these transfuses from Zai! Oh my god. I'm getting... This is bad for my blood pressure.
The last few drones of Rex Chapman are being cleaned up by some Lings and drones in return. Oh my goodness.
And Rex Chapman forced to punch out with a GG. Zai with his Hydra Queen Ling Bane composition taking out the metering player.
Wow, I'm...
What?
I'm speechless.
What? What an incredible ZVZ. That was definitely... Oh my god. I think that's game of the season for us that we've cast so far. That was incredible. It's going to be a hard act to follow, that's for damn sure.
That was so sick. I'm not sure I have any words for that.
There are no words. There are no words. Let's just say, guys, that if you're coming in at the end of this VOD for some reason, please rewind it and watch that game. That was absolutely incredible. We had a great time casting it. I'm sure Dr. Zealot will as well, our opponent. Much love for him. It's our opponent for the casting contest, not our opponent in any other means. But wow, that was really amazing. Please watch that ZVZ. Please recommend it to your friends. That was really good. Sorry to see Rex Chapman go down. Unfortunately, that does mean that IBM are 3-0 up on Intel right now. So Intel on the cusp of elimination. They need to win the next 3 games to get back.
Yeah.
So.
For sure. Well, Zai looking very strong.
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come out for the ace if that did come down. It might actually be Zai Rex Chapman again if this comes down to the ace. But anyway.
That's very true.
There you go, guys. Let's get into game number 4. We might have a bit of a breather before the next game. So we'll see you guys there.